It's anybody's guess what time I will arrive on site. I just had a wee budgie try and fly in the truck. I sunk all 4 axles right up. Most likely I'll end up having to take it all off myself, so that'll be fun. So this fence in there. Morning, Sweet Pea. Welcome back. Or just welcome if you've never saw me before. My name's Jay, and I'm a Class 1 truck driver. Mostly Scotland, sometimes in North England. And this is what I deliver. Rebar and mesh to building sites. So we've got, today I've got 1.5 tons, well 1.25 tonne, that stuff at the back there, and these long bars running right up. And then I think it's 8 or 9 tonne for the second delivery, and then we're coming back in and we're getting about 12 tonne of mesh. Might be under that actually, because he was going to put in the rigid at first. So if you'd like to watch some unscripted videos as they happen, stick around, hit that subscribe button. First protocol though is make sure none of these are off flapping about, because when you get up to speed they tend to flap about out here somewhere and it scares people. So I'm going to check, see what slings I can find that are loose. I'll put you up here now. And then we'll just wrap them around the ratchet straps. Make sure they're not going to bother people. This one's loose, but we can shove that over there. Wrap this one around here. And this one, I think I'll just wrap it around the bundle a couple of times. Come see, come see. So this is something I've got to watch out for. It seems to happen to me a lot. See that hook? It's not hooked on properly. So the first pothole I hit, that could fly off. First call of the day, once we've had our card in, done our manual entries, pull it here and do our daily checks, which will include checking all the ratchet straps are tight enough, looking to see if there's any bundles that might need extra ratchet straps or whatnot. I strapped this down last night, so I tend to find sometimes you're in a that'll do kind of mood. So it's better to check it the next again day, make sure it will actually do, because sometimes you're a bit lazy with it and you know, it could do an extra sling, an extra ratchet strap, sorry. I tend to find with the ratchet straps, if I'm looking at the load and I think it might need an extra one, I chuck one on anyway. If I've thought it, then somebody else will think it. So you can never have too many ratchet straps on. So a visual check. All marker lights are working. Torque markers, that's the yellow pointers on the wheel nuts. Make sure none of them have moved. She's dirty, I know. Like I said, we go on building sites all day, every day. See it? And then I need to bang the indicators on. I've not put the indicators on. I'll get the indicators on and I will I'll switch these off for now and I'll get this done properly. And we'll catch up in a little bit. Right, check's done. Vehicle is grand as usual because it's a Volvo. It is 7 o'clock. We started at 20 to 7. So we're getting to our first drop at about 7:30. Or am I? Because this is Edinburgh and we're going on a bypass. So it's anybody's guess what time I will arrive on site. Could be 7:30, could be 8:30, could be 9 o'clock. It all depends on the traffic, which in Edinburgh is hit or miss. At any given time of day, Edinburgh just locks up for fun. So, keeps it interesting, you know. You might think, oh, I'm only 10 minutes away for that drop. Half an hour later, you're like, you've not moved. It's one of the 8 wonders of the world, Edinburgh traffic. There is no rhyme or reason to it. One day you'll turn up and it'll be absolutely empty. The next day you'll turn up and it will be fudged. Keeps it interesting, I suppose, folks. It keeps it interesting. Right, we're only a couple of minutes along the road, but with rebar, you need to stop and tighten up your ratchet straps again. I'm going to hit all these drains along here. This sells the steel. But if you look to the right there, you will see that Gap have got one of those new ergonomic trailers. Or he hit a bridge. I'm thinking he hit a bridge. It's been there for the last week now. Oddly enough, I have not seen any posts about it on Facebook. I'm part of a page with people who make mistakes in trucks, shall we say, and they get shamed on it. We love to feel superior to other folks, don't we, people? And that what makes me feel good when I see somebody's whacked a bridge, or, you know, just generally made a mess. We'll get the beacons on because I'm going to stop here, so everybody behind knows that I'm stopping. Maybe a bit premature and maybe a bit, not premature, a bit late in getting them on there. The van was right up my backside. But that's what he gets for being on my backside, I suppose. It's 20 past 7. No, I haven't got lost and ended up in an Asda car park. This is Edinburgh City Bypass, the A720. Let that name sink in. A720 City Bypass. It's actually faster to go through the city in rush hour. Yay! I'm not whinging though, because even though it's Wednesday, it's actually my Friday. Woo! So Friday tunes are on. I'm off for the next 2 days. I'm taking the missus through to Glasgow tomorrow night to see Olimars. We're going to go have a wee meal and whatnot. It's our anniversary on the 26th. So I've got to go have a wee meal, go see Olimars, and just because it's bank holiday Monday as well, I decided to have Friday off too. So I've got 5 days off. Woo. Go me. I don't like taking too much time off though, because I just get absolutely rammed with work. Boss man, rather than outsource the work, just rams extra on me for a few days before and a few days after. As you do. Right, 25 to 8, we're getting off the bypass. I just had a wee budgie trying to fly in the truck. I couldn't get the window down far enough, I would have like come in, but that was flittering around the unit as we were creeping up the bypass there, a wee light blue one. I had budgies years ago, but it flew away, so I was going to get to show you my new friend, but he did not get in. He did try, but I think the movement of the truck was putting him off. But we're only 4 or 5 minutes away. Now, I have been to this site before. It's a Dundara site. I'm pretty sure it was a Dundara site when I came here, but it was 6 years ago. It was when I first started driving, and it was my first ever experience of sinking a truck in mud. I turned into the site. It was like U-shaped, so the offices were up one side, the guys were on the other side. They went into the offices and they went, oh, just go up to the end, borrow yourself round, and then drive her into the guys. And there was like a landing pad, covered in hardcore. Except it wasn't a landing pad, and it wasn't covered in hardcore. It was just where a pile of hardcore. So I better explain. Hardcore is the rock base that they use. You know, you'll have seen it, the hard packet and that. It was where a pile had been, and they'd since shifted it, and that was just a thin layer sitting on top of really soft mud. So yeah, I sunk all 4 axles right up to the axles, covered in mud. I had to get the machine to come and drag me out, and and I felt so ashamed and embarrassed that I'd done it. I've since learned. I don't care. If I sink, I sink. I'll go and get somebody to pull me out. Obviously, I try and avoid... Oh, excuse me. I try and avoid situations where I end up sinking in dirt, but it does happen. I don't know exactly where the entrance would be, because I'd imagine after 6 years it would have changed. It has not changed. We'll get beacons on for the first time today. What? Is that it? It's just the pokiest wee tiny bit of land. That's where there used to be there's a river that goes under there. There is also no machines there, people. Not a single machine. There's a Mulholland Bowser there.
Alright, bud.
Alright, mucker.
That's not for us, mate. So.
That's the only bit of Mulholland site, is it?
Aye.
Then it's for here.
It will be in here, but...
Aye, it's not for you, it's not for you, but do you care what time Mulholland turn up at?
See, to be honest with you, the gate was open when I come in, so he's maybe just for his breakfast or something.
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine he would open the gate. I'm assuming he's only went away for coffee or something like that. I haven't even got a phone number for him, like,
I never even looked to see if I had one.
I didn't see me, he's my, you couldn't put it there.
Then I suppose he's going to have a hab in the back of his van either, eh?
Nah.
Because I've not. So if you didn't hear that, the lad is supposed to be here. He's not here. They have no machine. Oh. This could be interesting. Do I have a phone number? I do not have a phone number, so he said the gate was open when he arrived, so the lads obviously came in, opened up, and then disappeared off to get a coffee or something. So we will wait until 8 o'clock. Hey, we're getting in, but they were sending a 3CX, it's a JCB, and he was going to lift it off, but allegedly it's just got a puncture. Allegedly. More likely what's happened is they've realised that it's quite busy on the other side, so I'm going to get reversed in, get straps off, and I'll start getting off what I can myself till somebody turns up. Most likely I'll end up having to take it all off myself, so that'll be fun. This will be interesting. Good side into a blind side. Got many coming up behind me. What are they doing? Coming right up my backside, that's what they're doing. Pump the curb. Still can't see that side. There's fence in there. Still watching the Harris fencing, we're alright. I think we're in. Yeah. There we go. Nice. Get some ratchet straps off, eh? I'll not take them fully off. Yeah, I'll just throw them over. I think I killed that little tree. Oops. Right, 50 minutes that took, 1.25 tonne. Which a headboard, and I never can see. I'm going to have to creep out onto this road. Could I turn left? I think I could actually. I wasn't got it, but I think I will make it. And suddenly this road has got super busy! Right, we're going to Edinburgh Park now. 9.36 tonne of rebar and 2.8 tonne of mesh we've got. There we go, we're all good. Beacons are still on, so we will switch them off. Oh. Get him a wee thank you for waiting and being polite. Not going daft at me. We'll go back out onto the big car park. It's 5 to 9 now. So it's still going to be the big car park. It's not going to be any better. Right, 5 minutes away, South Kyle. The instruction I've got is it's next to the multi-storey car park, which I actually delivered to when they were building it. It was a few years ago. But when they were near the end of construction, there was another 10.5 tonne went to it, which I'm not going to question. Things happen, plans change, whatnot, all the time in building sites. And you think you're done with it, and then suddenly you're gone with a load. So I took the 10.5 tonne, spoke to the gateman, and gateman said, aye, it's here. I'll just go and grab the site manager. Any bother. So he disappeared. 15 minutes later, he comes back. Just park over in that corner, mate. The machine man will be round there now. So any bother. So I parked up, machine man came round, we took the 10.5 tonne off, and then all of a sudden, the site agent turns up. It's like, oh mate, that stuff's no for here. That's for another delivery. 200 yards along the road. He's like, they've not even opened the site up yet. You need to take it there. I said, well, go and get the machine back, and I'll take it along the road. No, you're not doing that because you've wasted enough of your machine man's time. It's like, well, I asked the gateman, and the gateman said he spoke to the site manager. Turns out the gateman couldn't find the site manager, so just took it off there anyway. They wouldn't give us a machine, so they ended up, my company had to fork out for a high-up to come, pick up the 10.5 tonne and take it a couple of 100 yards along the road to where the actual site was. So the only address I had, it was for the same company that built it, and the only address I had was Lockside Avenue, which is what we're on right now. So, lessons were learned that day, folks. Double check with people that you're in the right place, because it has happened a few times now where I've turned up and I've went, am I in the right place, mate? I've just got a street name. Well, I don't know, there's a couple of sites along here. So the site I was supposed to deliver into was on one of these, and I left, I think it was number 3. Because they took the bollards and that down so we could get in and out. It's down there. That's where the 10.5 tonne was meant to go. But naturally it did not. So let's say there's been a few times where I've discovered that I'm actually at the wrong site, and there's another site not too far from where I am. But I mean, if they gave better addresses rather than, because again this address all I've got is Lockside Avenue. A wee bit more instruction on it where it says adjacent to the multi-storey car park, which is, I believe, is that, I can't see, I think that's on our left. What is that, miss? Is that the site in front of us? We're looking for Ludden. We are looking for Ludden, yes. We'll get the beacons on. See if we can see a site entrance. I think that's it for Ludden. Aye. Aye, Ludden. One man. Oh, that's all they've got is one man. Is there? Oh no, wait a minute. No, it's more. There's more. Site entrance. That is tight. So it looks like they've got more than one man. I need to open that Harris fence up a wee bit. I might get it with a wee trailer. I think somebody's coming. Is she coming over to speak to me? Morning, sweet pea. How we doing?
Back again to see me.
Back again, mucker. I panicked there because I was like, no way, they've got one man on the job. I never saw you standing here.
I tell him, this is road, having to get in. Road group never bring in to take them off.
Nah, we didn't have it. Unless you specifically asked for it to go on a higher motor. We'll hire a higher motor, but we didn't have.
Change here.
Aye. What's this?
Oh, there's
I'm in there, right? I got there and then over there, son.
Aye, aye, sounds good, Mucker.
Sit there, where the machine is, the steel stick off there, the mesh.
Right.
They all bandy.
They've all got slings in them, buddy, aye.
Oh,
All
alright,
slung,
we'll just-
aye. Aye, no bother.
He's got changed.
I'll know it. That's got to be awkward, mate, to be honest. How's he got to get alongside me to lift it off? It's boom on Lorry, it's all about the front, will it?
Would you reckon you need to sit here?
Probably, aye, I think that would be a better option. How steep's the ramp on that?
Off. No good doing here.
Nah. Right, they have bodies, they have a machine, they have chains. We are in business. He did want me to reverse down there, but I think it's a bad option because the machine will not get alongside me. It would be a tight reverse, but it would be straight. So that wouldn't be the issue. The issue is, let's say, the machine wouldn't be able to get the stuff off. He wouldn't get up alongside me. And he'll need to, because his boom will not reach all the way to the front for the mesh. So we're just banging over to the right as much as we can. We'll put a left indicator on because there is a car coming up fast behind us. I know he's turning. There we go. It's a wee substation they're putting in apparently. Must be getting electric charge points put in the car park. It's all about the money, folks. It's all about the money. Right, done in there. Only took them, I don't know, ages. It's 10:27. I can't remember what time I got here at, but what a faff about it's been, folks. All this health and safety this, and I had to put up 2 layers of edge protection, and it's just a muck of it. Put the weekends off anyway. Right, we're heading back to base. Poor lad was waiting there the whole time. Right, we're heading back to base anyway. It's trying to get me to go through the bus gate. Stupid twat. I put it on to see what time I would get back to work at. It's not figuring it out. 11:07 it reckons. Eh? Really? As long as that? Oh well. That's 10:30 anyway, so we get there for if we get there for like 11:15, we're doing alright for Edinburgh traffic. Because we've got to go Ferry Road and in fact I might go Lord Granton Road. We'll see how I feel, folks, we'll see how I feel. But the sun is blazing. I said this is my Friday even though it's Wednesday. So chill day kind of. Oh, that was a big speed bump. I've got, what have I got next? I've got three deliveries, but I will need to load up the mesh. I might do a wee time lapse of the mesh getting loaded up. A really fast one though. Look, I can come down. I know people are not keen for these. Ooh, that's a big one. People aren't very keen on the longer time lapses. You know, like 3-4 minutes long. That's too much. So it'll be like 10 seconds, 10-15 seconds time lapse. But anyway, before I start waffling shite, I'll switch these off for now and we'll pick up when I get nearer work. It's 12:15 and I was wrong. It's Dunbar, Haddington and Gorebridge. We've got 60 sheets for Dunbar, which is a job that's been on the channel a couple of times. The Haddington one, I don't know if any of the videos for the Haddington one have been out yet, but I think that might have been on the channel once or twice as well, or it's coming out on the channel. When this video releases, it'll probably have been out by then. And then the Gorebridge one is a new one. And again, I've got very specific instructions for this one. I also have a map, but it's the specific instructions that have thrown me for a loop, because it says, please do not abuse the residents. Well, that's a crying shame, innit? Because this is my Friday, and this is the day I love to abuse residents. So, what's a guy to do? I mean, they make it so easy, parking their car in the streets and coming out and whinging about big trucks, you know? I mean, it just invites itself for a little bit of abuse, doesn't it? But we're going to get down to, well, the pin on the twat nav, it's the entrance. We're going to get down there in half an hour time. 1:45, it reckons. Shouldn't be too much traffic on the A1. The A1's generally quite free flowing at this time of day. Unless, of course, there is some kind of accident. I probably shouldn't have said that, folks. I probably shouldn't have said that. I've just jinxed myself. I need this person to speed up or do something. I feel like if I try and overtake her, she is just going to shoot off. I'll back off a wee bit. Hopefully she gets the message. No, we've got joining traffic from the slip road. She's not doing anything, she's joining them in the slip road. What are you doing? Right, we're not far for the Belhaven junction. It's just coming up now, get off the A1. But this is one of the videos I had out of this. So the way we're going to go in, it says no HGV access, right? And that's fine. So I went left as we come around this corner. It sweeps round to the left again, and there's a sign that says site access. Not that one there, I don't know if you can see that, but the next again one. And I went in it, and it was very narrow. There's a car coming, and there was some farmers just standing about chatting, and they asked if I was going to the site, and I said I was. And they went, "Oh, you need to turn around, mate. You were on the fit round there. Arctics can't make it." I had the 40-foot trailer, so I knew that I could get in this way. So this is the way I came, and I spoke to the lads on site. And I said to her, I said, "What's up with the no HGV access bit? Why is that sign there if Arctics can't make it?" "Oh, that's only meant for rigids." But it doesn't say that. It just says no HGV access this way. So, what's the crack? Aye, Arctics can't make it. They've been tearing up the verges and all that. So the farmers went out and put rocks and whatnot all around all the corners. So the Arctics definitely can't make it. So they just no bother to update the sign. So aye, wee bit of drama on that one. Luckily enough, the farmers were nice enough to let me go into their yard and spin around and leave. There'd been a whole other scenario if I'd had to reverse it, because like I said, it's quite a narrow road, and it's got a few chicanes on it that were quite narrow, and the camber on the road as well, it was quite bad. So I lucked out there, folks. I always say better to be lucky than good. What have we got coming off here? 60 sheets of 393, so 4.2.5 tonne. And then we'll head to Haddington, where we've got, should be a lot less than that, 1.3 and 1.4, so 2.7 tonne. And then we've got the 100 sheets at the front that are coming off at the new site at Gorebridge. We'll go over this roundabout and then we'll get the beacons on. Round you come, baby. Didn't even kiss the curvy. Love this wee trailer. She's awesome. Just the lack of space sometimes is annoying, but we'll get the beacons on. And it's 1:45, so I'm kind of hoping and praying that they're not on the lunch. You shouldn't be. Most sites are now doing sort of 1 o'clock to 1:30, or 1:30 till sort of 2 o'clock-ish. Cheers, matey. Thank you. They do, however, have a Jaeger in, which might mean that they're doing concrete pours all day. That tends to upset people when I turn up. It says Hull Hill North, which might be left. I don't know. So we will go right towards the offices and find out where they want me. Slow down. Nothing coming. All good. Nice and clear. This is a nice, easy site to get in and out of as well. You can just go in the big loop. There's Rab, I believe, with a black hat on. He's a very happy camper, is Rab. I believe that's his name. Hi, beautiful.
How you doing, pal?
Not bad.
Right round about, head straight up to the end, take a right again, and then as if you're going in, you'll see a bit like that. It's off 6F2. Right, go on to there, the guy's coming down with the machine that's up there, and he'll take you off there, alright?
No bother, buddy. There you go, get right round in a big loop. We'll go back up on ourselves. Cheers, matey. Although he said a right and a right, but he was pointing left. We'll take a right and a right, folks. I think I'll be on the train tracks. There's a railway directly behind us. It runs parallel with the road that we just went along. Obviously not that close. Oh God, look at all that dust. Look at all that dust. Just getting my nice clean Arctic or dirty. It's not that clean. It's really not that clean at all. Oh! Oh! This could be interesting. Oh, again, folks, the wee Barbie trailer just coming in clutch. Oh, nice. Like when that happens. Usually when I get sites like this, usually I'm in a 40-foot trailer. I've got the tight wee corners and that you can't quite make. So it makes a nice change to be turning up with the urban trailer. Usually when I'm in the urban trailer, the sites are like mega wide, nice big turning circles. They say go right up, go left and left again. But he said right and right again. I'm guessing he meant left because he was kind of pointing to the left. 6F2, which is a hardcore we were talking about earlier on. Did he mean this bit? Maybe he did. Oh no, wait a minute. Nah, I think he went right up to the very end. See, if we turned right here, we'd be on the railway. Left, and then left again. I think it's that machine that's racing down the hill. Am I coming along here, am I? I think this is what it means. Wow, what a riot that was. Just trying to, so nobody's allowed up on the motor on that site, so trying to pull the slings down the side. Move before he looked. Should have looked then move. I didn't realise he was going to move off either. If I'd realised he was actually sitting in the machine, I'd give him a wee beep. But I did not. Aye, but just trying to hook the slings down and get them hooked on it, and it was catching on the edge protection, or it was hooked round the wrong way around the edge protection. So it is now 1:15. We're going to get to Haddington for 25 to 2ish, which might put us on their tea break. That's less than ideal, folks. We shall put the beacons off, because then you're talking like after 2 before I get tipped, then I've got to try and find this Gore Bridge one. I mean, I've got a rough idea where it is. I'm saying I've got to find it as if I've no clue where I'm going. I do have a rough idea. See, I've got that wee map, but it's no, it's not the best map. It's black and white, and they've penned over the route. But on a black and white photocopy of Google Maps, it's really hard to tell what's what. So I have a street name, so I'm figuring, but just head for the street name, and if I go somewhere I'm not supposed to go, then so be it. That's what they get for getting us silly photocopies of Google Maps that are in black and white. What do you do? What do you do, folks? You can only work with what you've got. So I'll make the best of what's there, the information, and I will attempt to go the route that they want me to go. But I'm making no promises. If I end up going the wrong way, I end up going the wrong way in, and I'll just need to get shouted at, and then I'll just move on with my day after that, because I don't really care. I don't give a monkey's. The lad this morning on that London site, he was saying his health and safety guys were coming and that, but so I might not get tipped. And I think they were expecting me to be like, oh no, oh, you're joking. And I was just like, oh well. I'll take it away now. He's like, no. He's like, you're not bothered. Am I supposed to be bothered? I'm paid to do a job. My job is to turn up with the stuff on site. Then it's up to other guys who are being paid a different job to get it off. I've done my part of the bargain. Turned up. I will get paid the same whether the stuff comes off or not. Right, it's almost 25 to 2. We're in Haddington. This is David's Way. The first time I come to this site, the only sort of route in I could see was all the way through Haddington and double back on myself. Didn't really know I could use this road. But then when I was leaving, TwatNav was telling me to turn left when I come out of the site, so I thought I'd just risk it for a biscuit, and I'll come this way and have a wee look-see. And what was that? Something just switched off. Oh, it's my dash cam just switched off. I think it might be overheating. My sat-nav brought me up this way, and it's plenty fine for a truck. 2 trucks passing each other might be a wee tiny bit snug, but nothing too terrible. Hopefully that's the advanced lads coming back for their lunch, not just gone for their lunch. Because they lads were just gone for their lunch, so that would be like 1 o'clock. So fingers crossed, folks, that we've worked this perfectly, and then we can get on our way to the Gore Bridge site. Oh, get a beacons on. Taylor, is it different? It's Taylor Wimpey. I never properly looked. I just saw the Haddington site and I thought, I know where that is. And that is how you know that I fudge it up all the time, folks. So if you're new here, consider subscribing for the unscripted mess that I make. Because I fudge this up a lot, folks. It's probably mere cockiness, or maybe a wee bit overconfidence. I don't always fully check my paperwork and whatnot, and I really should. And then I end up in places I should not be. So hit that subscribe button, get your notifications on, and come along for the ride. I think they've just finished concreting as well. Today is a good day. If this goes well, have I just jinxed myself again? That's something else I'm really terrible for, is jinxing myself. Do I want to pull all the way forward and just let them come in behind me? I think I do. Aye, because the edge protection is off on the right hand side, so. There we go. Done and done. You can see the mesh there. I did take a picture as well. Just got to fire ourselves right round this corner. And then we will go to Gorebridge. Yay! Sure that sweeper motor's not coming, he is not. Right, if we just keep going straight at that, she'll go right round the corner. Nothing on our left. Nothing coming behind us. There we go. The sweeper motor was coming, he must have stopped. Oh, we're going a wee bit off-road. Do you? You have a good day, Mucka? There you go, the sweeper driver watches my video, so if you're watching now, mate, hello. I never got your name there, I'm terrible, I know. Right, we've got this go. I think I've sussed out the route planning. There's only 3 roads that I have to use, and I think the sat nav's going to take me the same way, so I didn't even really need to use my brain. Oh, the wee swallows. Oh. Sweeper driver gave me a big thumbs up and all that, and I thought, did I recognise him? It's like, because we had an agency driver who ended up going onto the sweepers. So I thought maybe it was him, but it's not. He watches my videos. But anyway, I'll switch these off for now, and we will catch up when I get to near Gorebridge. Right, it's 2:05. We got off the A1. We're back on the A720, the city bypass. So we're going to play the traffic lottery. Is there going to be traffic? Is it going to be clear? Nobody knows. Oh, we've got the BMOs out. It's just the fire dudes. Hopefully nothing's on fire. At least not on the bypass anyway. There's always something on fire somewhere, isn't there? Just hopefully not on the bypass. So let's have us a gander. What numbers are up on today's traffic lottery? Because although it's 2:05, that's prime time for the bypass to just be fudged for no reason. Maybe a tractor on the road or something. There is a lot of building works going on, well, groundworks, earthworks even. They're moving a lot of earth around over there. And we've kind of hit mid with the traffic lottery, because usually it's backed up away past the A68 there. I was swithering whether to cut through Dalkeith or not, because we're going to the A7. Obviously, if you know where Gorebridge is, you know what direction I'm heading in, but I was kind of hoping on a wing and a prayer that this would be clear. This is not so clear, and we're going to have to try and keep left of it just in case there's more of the Mimos come flying along. Right, we made it on the A7. It's almost 2:15. But here's a top tip for you people, right? See, when you're sitting in a traffic queue and you're picking your nose and you're sticking it under your seat, you clarty. Ugh. I can see you doing it. Oh, it makes it worse, right? When they're in their Chelsea tractor with a wee pencil skirt and their hair all up in a high pony with their wee suit jacket hanging up like they're some kind of prim and proper. Ugh. It's not nice, folks. Sometimes the things we see in this truck we can't unsee. Just be glad you people didn't have to see it. Right, we turn left up here, and then according to my brain we should be making a right. I'll wait and see what the twat nav says. I think it's a right. Not immediately. Further up the road. Is it a right? Is it a right? Tell me. Tell me. Yes. 1 mile we'll be making a right hand turn, so I'll probably switch these on a little bit prematurely. But otherwise there's just going to be this big awkward silence while I drive up this hill. We're losing almost 7.1 tonne. It's 4 kilos short of 7.1 tonne, so then we'll be nice and light again. Right, 200 yards away, and then we turn right, and then I've forgot what road names I need to follow. That probably would have been a good idea, to remember the road names. Right, Castle Avenue. That's the first one we're looking for. In here? I don't know. Well, the road sweepers have been up and down here, so it must be in here. I think I've just abused that resident. Restricted parking, no parking, that's fine, we don't want to park. We will put the beacons on though. Right, follow this road round. Then we should be making a right and then a left. Right, we're on Castle Avenue now. Lady Emily Way, that's the next one. Lady Emily Way. River Gore View, that's the one, that's the access point. Oh, there appears to be a truck already there. Hopefully it's a big site. Right, River Gore View. Yep, I see site access. Happy days. Although, gate is closed. This is a very, very, very new site, folks. Yeah, we've got all the porta cabins are just getting put in. Although there's road networks and whatnot, so they've got some bases doing as well. Is this lad coming to speak to me, or is he just out for a wander? I don't know. I think he's coming to speak to me. Well, he's not even going to come speak to me. Is he coming to speak to me? Nope. He just wants me to drive in. Okay, one of those. I really don't know where I'm supposed to go though, because I can't go very far. Not with this anyway. Maybe now he'll come and speak to me, because I'm just blocking everything up now. Is he? Afternoon, beautiful. How's it going?
How much is coming off?
A whole lot.
Oh yeah.
100 sheets, mucker. Aren't you glad?
I knew you get this morning on the road.
Which one?
That one.
Aye, no bother. Right, we're going down there. But there is a lorry in the way, so there's 2 lorries in the way actually, 3 even. Right, I'm just gonna go around the corner, stuff it. I'm gonna try and go around the corner. There was no try. There was always a certainty, folks. Oof. That X5 sounds nice. Right. Ah. See, we've got a cable here. Ah, I see mesh though, I see mesh. He did point down that way, so. I know, but I'm doing such a low, I'm doing 6 miles an hour. Why do you need that on? No, be quiet. Shh. think that must be here where they're putting their mesh. Oh, get the window up, all the dust is coming in. Right, I'll get some ratchet straps off, I think. Would you like to see some of it come off? 1 or 2 bundles maybe? Or will you skip that or no? Mate, why is my boss telling me that he's been specifically told that I must not abuse residents on the way in? Has something happened to you? Aye. You have a wee issue?
So, first 3 misses.
Alright.
First 3 misses are complaining that lorries are going up paths.
Right.
And you're making too much noise.
Ah. It's the usual resident stuff then.
What's this for?
It's a microphone for YouTube.
Oh, you're a YouTuber, aye?
Well, that's a stretch. 3,000 subs, I wouldn't exactly call myself a YouTuber yet.
Aye.
It's just a hobby, buddy.
Aye.
Stuck in a truck, Scotland. I just got recognised on the other site. It was a sweeper driver, eh? He's waving like, man, gave me a big thumbs up and I thought, I ken him. I was like, who's that? It's like, jumped in, he's like, yeah, I watch your videos all the time. I was like, oh, nice. Not all of them have got nice access either, eh? There's some of the places that you get sent that are ridiculous. He's not wanting them. Oh, folks, I'm sweating like a pig. But that is that stuff off. You might be able to see it in this camera. Mute that before it comes on. I was asking, I don't know if I'll, I probably will play it, but I was asking him about the don't abuse residents thing. He says it's because truck drivers were going up in the paths and all that, and I think the residents are just being overly sensitive to some things. I could be wrong, obviously, I was not there, so I'm only speculating. From personal experience, I know how some folks have got with me over like blocking a road or just trying to find a site. People get very, very, very upset very, very quickly with you. And we're only trying to do a job, aren't we? So, anyway, I know I said it earlier on, and I said it previously to that as well. If you're not subscribed, please consider it, folks. It helps me massively. There'll be a buy me a coffee link. If you want to buy me a coffee, you can do that. Although right now it won't be coffee, it'll be juice I'll be buying. Because it is sweaty. 21 degrees, the truck reckons. Knock a couple off that, really. If you're like me, you're skint as balls, and you can't afford to buy anybody coffees, never mind yourself. Your likes, comments, shares, and obviously subscribes. Subscribes. Aye, they help as well. But that will be the end of the video. I feel like this will be quite a long one if I include everything that has been recorded today. I probably won't. I'll probably try and cut it down. Let's try and keep it to that sort of 45 minutes an hour. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. And I will catch you in the next one.